Hey TJ, we're here at beautiful Meeple Beach course at the Meeple Beach Island. This is the Meeple Beach Island course designed by Gavin. You're gonna probably deal with trees on this hole, as the whole entire fairway has lined on the left-hand side with trees, and that hole is guarded by two trees left and right. Any errant shot there, you're gonna also have to deal with the trees. So we're gonna give this a little playthrough here with Freddie Flop. He's gonna go first. And Freddie can remove a tree on a current tile, reduces his max fly to 3. So we'll see how that works out. He gets to check for wind. The new gale force wind. That really, it's by the beach here. It's a windy day, and he's gonna deal with the wind going down and to the right 3 ball spaces. So there's a par 4. He has to land left. It's gonna come down this way, so we'll see. Okay, he did land left, and 3 ball spaces. 1, 2, 3 is not a terrible spot to land on this drive, so we'll mark him right there. One shot for Freddie Flop. Next up is Sergio de la Playa. We're working still on some of the names, but I kind of like it. A shot out of the beach ignores the backwards moving penalty and instead moves 1 ball space forward. So this is a cool new mechanic where you're hitting it from the sand. If it's in the beach here, it's still a max fly 4 left hand non-dominant hand, thumb. But after it lands, you have to move it back 2 ball spaces. So he would ignore the backward 2 ball spaces and can actually move it forward. So he can muscle it out of the beach, and he's yellow. Check for wind. Light wind. Up and to the right, okay. Dang, it would have been good because he has that beach ability, but he'd be in the water here. No mulligan. He is in the water, so he's gonna have a 1-shot penalty. But you know what? That's not a bad spot with his ability. So that's kind of like managing the course to your pro player's ability. So we'll leave him up there, but he's lying 3. Next up is actually Roger Rescue Club. So he can use any finger on a playable hazard, but he minuses 1 on the max fly. So that's cool. He'll be playing pink. Check for wind. Whoa, strong winds, 2 ball spaces. We've got windy day here at the beach. Okay, to the right, just gonna hit left here. Too hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's actually playable, but the cliff is OB, so you gotta go back. You don't get the 1 shot, another shot penalty. I'm sorry, yes, you do, of course, it's OB. So this would be hitting his 3rd. So too hard there. Okay, man, he's going hard right. This is the orientation, so he is OB again. That's gonna put him off the board. Wow. He is hitting his 5th shot. 3, that was his 3rd, 4 is a penalty. Yeah, this is 5. Now he gets a nice one. But he's in tough shape here. Come on. And last but not least is Brandon Brzezinski, a Russian, maybe Russian. Increase wind strength up to 2 ball spaces. So he doesn't have to. So this is interesting. So it's a sunny day. So he can go when it lands. Well, you spin this for him only because he has this ability. So he can increase the wind, those 2 ball spaces. But this is cool because it's after it lands. So pretty interesting ability here. And he's gonna do it, because if not, he would have been stuck right in the middle of the tree. And when you're there, you actually have a chance to have the ball lost in the tree and it doesn't come down. So he'll definitely take this wind adjustment. 1, 2, and put him really in great position facing the hole. So that's actually perfect. So that's a pretty cool ability. He's kind of, you know, got a real good control of the wind. Maybe too powerful. We'll see. We're still play testing it. So second shots, I'm gonna come around. Well, white is last. So that's Freddie flop. So now you put the trees on the course. So the tile you're on, you put the tree horizontally, the base horizontally, actually facing the player. So whatever, you know, the player's here, the ball's here, the wide base is facing the player. On the adjacent tiles, you also put the tree, but you put the base vertically facing the player. So now the idea is you have more surface space here to go around because you're further away from the tree. So the further away one is vertically facing the player, and you put them on all of them because it makes it harder to hit because you can't touch the trees when you're hitting your shot. If you touch a tree hitting a shot, you have to move it backwards 2 spaces, no matter which tree it is. So here we go. Now second shot. So a lot of you know, physical obstacles now with the trees, and it's a sunny day. So now here's what Freddie flop can do. He can remove a tree on the current tile. So basically his ability lets him, you know, hit a flop shot way over the tree, but he's not going over the tree on his current tile. So maybe we say he can remove a tree on any tile adjacent to him, in which case he'd be flopping over that one. So I think that makes sense, you know, that his ability is a flop. But what happens is his max flies 3. So even though he's on the fairway, he's popping it up so high that it doesn't go far, right? So that makes sense. So let's play. I'm gonna add that ability where it's, you know, whichever tree he chooses. So he would use his ability here, and he's just kind of really, max fly 3 is fine because he can't reach the hole from here anyway. So he's just trying to tap it out here to this fairway. You see, I can't, you know, I can't just push a tree around. So you gotta get this tough angle now. It makes it a little harder. So. Oh, geez. So that's good and bad because did we have wind? No, it's sunny. So he's right here. Now, if you land in this middle, right in the middle, your ball's actually lost in the tree. Right in the middle of this yellow graphic. But he wasn't. He was over here to the left. So we'll mark his ball there on his second shot. He's going to have to deal with the tree again. This time he used his ability. So he cannot remove the tree. So Freddie with 2. All right, Sergio is sitting up here 2, so he's hitting 3. I'm gonna come around because I can't reach. I'm gonna take all this with me. Okay, that's a little harder holding the camera, but. So Sergio's ability, sorry, well, Freddie did his flop already. So Sergio can hit out of the beach, and instead of normally, so it's left hand, thumb, non-dominant hand, and on the beach, wherever it lands, it will go back 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is the max fly. So he's trying to land here, but it would bring it back 2 spaces. So it'd be a dangerous shot. Most people, I think, would pitch out, but he ignores that backward 2. So yeah, we'll give it a shot. Left hand thumb, and he can move it forward 1 space as opposed to backward 2. So, oh man, even moving it forward, he'd be in the cliff here. So he'd be out of bounds. So yeah, that was bad. Yeah, we're just, you know, we're just testing it out here. So 3 was the shot, 4 is the penalty. This would be 5, and you know, Sergio's a hard head, so he's gonna do it again. Nice. Okay, so that's how you do it. So now, again, instead of backward 2, he could just move it up 1 more, and he'll just finish off here for a 6. So that was 2 over par. Roger Rabbit is in trouble. He's hitting 5, pink. So Roger's not a rabbit. Roger is rescue club, so he can hit any finger. So really, I mean, he's in position here, 5. So he could reach, You do have to put the trees though. So the wide base one here and the vertical base one is ahead of him. So he still has an angle, but he's got to be careful. Can't touch the trees and doesn't want to hit the tree either. So here we go. Oh, we didn't roll. Light winds. Coming down to the right for a bogey 5. Oh no, down and to the right. Did not hit it enough. In the cliff. That was 5. Penalty is 6. Now hitting 7. You don't re-roll the wind. Ah. So it puts him down and to the right. So he's still in the sand. 6. That was a 7th shot. To finish up with an 8. Left hand thumb. If it doesn't go in, it would have went back past. So we finished up with an 8. Holy cow. +4. Terrible. All right, we have now, green is sitting perfectly. I believe that's Brandon, yep. And Brandon can increase the wind strength. He already did that as well, so he used his ability, or else he would have been stuck in the tree. So now he's in a perfect position here. Let's check for wind for an eagle 2. Sunny day. Brandon. Oh. So no eagle, but man, his perfect sunny day, no wind adjustment, just past the tree, but you still have to put the tree. So that makes it difficult because he's kind of like up against the tree here. He is not in the tree graphic, so no penalty. But, you know, you have to not touch the tree when you hit. Well, he could, if it goes in, not have obviously any adjust, but it just makes the angle a little more difficult for the birdie 3. Oop. Oop. So look at that. I touched the ball, so that's a shot. I mean, technically, I touched the ball. So now also I'm going for par, just because of that tree. And look at this, stays on the lip. Wow, bogey 5. From eagle to bogey, that is golf. Pull your hair out. Frustrating, fun. They call this fun. They said it would be fun. But even with that bogey, he's got the lead. So Freddie is the only one that could challenge him. But Freddie's in some predicament here with this tree. So again, you don't put these trees up because you're hitting over them. So he's going for a birdie 3, and he's in the tree, so middle finger left hand, so he can't reach. And it's going to be a hard shot. Here we go for his 3rd. No, not even close. In the water, 4, and this is 5. Beyond the max fly, 6. This is 7. So crazy what these trees do. I'm gonna stop right there to the game because he's gonna be out. From being in a great position here, you know, just too close to this tree, was having trouble and just couldn't, you know, get comfortable to hit a shot out. All of a sudden he's completely out of the hole. So man, I love this. I think it's really cool. It adds this physical dynamic that a lot of people were asking for in this game. And I think it makes sense. You know, it's not like a gimmicky or something like that. I mean, you know, yeah, in real golf, you'd have to be pretty close to that tree to, you know, to have it as an obstacle. But he was literally you know, right there. So he's hitting. He's like worried about the tree, which you are when you're you know, playing the game. Plus, it's middle finger non-dominant hand, like you are normally hitting out of the trees. And I love it. I hope you guys do too. Happy New Year, and this thing is coming soon.